I am yours truly, Pat Dooley. I will be your host and commentator for this evening. Welcome to the stream. If this is your first time watching us, what we've done is we've taken Pro Wrestling Illustrated's list of the 150 best female wrestlers in the world for 22, and we turned it into a big tournament bracket. We've been going for several weeks now. This is our 12th episode. One fall.
Making her way to the ring from the United States of America,
So Davienne making her way to the ring. We are going to have 12 matches tonight. We're going to have 8 third-round matches. The winners of those 8 matches will then face off in 4 fourth-round matches. Those 4 winners all advance to the quarterfinals. The quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals will all take place at WreSIMania starting at noon Central Time on Sunday. So we'll be done plenty of time for you to watch WreSIMania too. So here's Davienne. She's one of only 2 qualifiers to advance to this round. She's the 139th seed and the lowest seed remaining in the tournament.
From Japan,
Meiko Satomura representing WWE's women's division. One of 2 WWE wrestlers remaining. WWE has only gone 23-24. Not a great one-loss record for the biggest wrestling promotion in the world. But Meiko at the number 22 seed, heavily favored both in this match and as one of the odds-on favorites in the tournament in general. She's got an 86.3% chance of winning this match and 4.36% of winning the entire tournament compared to 13.7% of winning the match for Davienne. 0.69 percent of winning the entire tournament. So heavily favored is Meiko Satomura. Now, Davienne, we've seen a lot here on PWS. She was in our Season 1 tournament of 500, losing in Round 1 to Billy Dixon. And then throughout this tournament, she qualified by beating Marina Shafir, then beating Tasha Steeles and Charlie Evans to get to this point. Meiko Satomura beat Hyper Misao in round 1, and then Yuka Sakazaki in round 2. So this is her first opponent who is not from her native Japan. The winner of this match is going to go on to face the winner of a match we're going to have later on tonight between Jordynne Grace from Impact Wrestling and World Wonder Ring Stardom's Koguma. So looks like we have a variation on the camel clutch here from Satomura. Referee's back is to us, and so are the women's. So sell it to the hard cam, ladies. It's hard to tell what's going on when you're all facing that way. A nice hammerlock sidewalk slam there by Davienne. So an orthodox offense. Davienne, 9 years pro. She's a veteran, but she is in there with Meiko Satomura, a living legend of Joshi Puroresu. She has been a pro for 27 years. To put that in perspective, Davienne is 28. So Davienne was a year old when Meiko Satomura debuted. She has been at this a very long time. Fall away slam there by Davienne. She's going to drag Satomura away from the ropes. For the pin off that fall away slam. One count only. A little too early in the match to put away a veteran like Meiko Satomura, the final boss. Discus punch there from Davienne. Kind of a glancing blow on that splash. Satomura is going to capitalize though with a snapmare, then hit the ropes. Oh man, a very short runway on that drop kick. 1, 2, 3. Oh, nope, only 2. Davienne able to get a shoulder up. That was a very close count this early in the match, but Satomura has been making pretty quick work of her opponents thus far. Motioning for Davienne to get up and then just kicking her again. These martial arts strikes from Satomura. There's a defeat shot to the midsection. Oh, Davienne was one of her own. Now up into a bear hug, into an overhead belly-to-belly suplex. Gorgeous move from Davienne. The gatekeeper with just a really impressive overhead throw. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Satomura is able to kick out. Smart move by Davienne. Smart veteran move by Davienne to hook the leg. 1, it makes Satomura work a little harder to kick out. But 2, it also adds extra leverage, stacking more of Satomura's own weight on top of her. making it harder to get a shoulder up as well. Basement drop kick by Davienne in the corner. Rolls her over. I think she rolled her to the ropes, though. No, 1, 2, 3. Davienne, the number 139 seed, is moving on to the round of 16. Huge win for Davienne.
Here is your winner, Davienne.
Catchy song. So Davienne is moving on. So the sort of dream match of Satomura and Grace that we were all looking forward to, not going to happen. Davienne playing spoiler here early on. Like I said, she's the lowest seed remaining at number 139, and she's made it to the round of 16 by beating number 22, Meiko Satomura. Well, we got 2.5 stars on that. Advancement. Drop kick in corner. All right, it's a one-man show tonight. Should have a co-host for Sunday's stream, but tonight I am flying solo, so I'm having to update everything in the background while I'm also calling the action. So if you hear me go a little quiet, that will be why. So I mentioned earlier that we are filling in the last 4 spots in the quarterfinals. The first 4 to qualify: Miu Yamashita, Utami Hayashishita, Savannah Evans, and Layla Gray. Those 4 women have already punched their tickets to WreSIMania, and we are getting closer to finding out who will be joining them. Up next, we've got Marti Belle from the National Wrestling Alliance as she takes on Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling's Hikari Noa. Noa is the number 71 seed. Marti Belle is number 90. And the winner of this will move on to face either Taya Valkyrie or Saori Anou. That's a match that will happen later on tonight as well. Now, Marti is the last wrestler remaining from the NWA, a promotion that has gone 4-4 throughout this tournament. Noa, one of 3 Tokyo Joshi Pro wrestlers remaining, which is actually tied for most among all promotions. TJPW has gone 15-5 in this tournament. Just absolutely dominant. Best record among all promotions. So Noah's the higher seed here, 71 against 90, but also just the momentum from TJPW has been very much a real thing, winning 3/4 of their matches thus far. Here comes Marti Belle out first.
Following contest is scheduled for
one fall.
Making her way to the ring from New York, Marti Belle.
Marti Belle, trained by the legendary Johnny Rods, but a 14-year pro. She has had a rough path to the finale here. She had to beat Miu Watanabe in round 1, and then Mercedes Monet in round 2. So Marti Belle has been fighting from behind this whole tournament. She's going to have to do it at least one more time tonight as the number 90 seed against Hikari Noa.
And from Tokyo, Japan, Hikari Noa.
Hikari Noa, 5-year pro, only 25 years old. Also only 5 feet tall, so she's giving up some experience and some size to Marti Belle, who's 5'4". Made her first appearance on a PWI list back in 2021 when she was ranked number 109. That jumped up to 71 this year. She has also pulled off 2 upsets of her own against Holidead and Savannah Summers. Actually, I'm sorry, the win over Savannah Summers, she was favored. She's got a 55.9% chance of winning here compared to Marty's 44.1. They're both in like the 1 to 1.35 range for overall odds, being such low seeds. Noah got so much air on that springboard crossbody, she went over Marti Belle's head, which is going to let Belle take advantage here. She's targeting the arm here early on, now just raining down punches. Pulls Noah to her feet. Oh, nice leg trip there by Noah. Sweep the leg, Hikari. And then a kick to the spine. Now quickly to the top rope. And a diving splash by Hikari Noa. Beautifully done. And then a double stomp to the midsection. And a kick. Well, she went for another double stomp. Belle rolled out of the way. Noa was able to roll to her feet. Impressive bit of athleticism from both women there. But Belle now taking control. Well, as soon as I say that, Noa reverses with an elbow in the corner. Snap mare. Oh, and she also hits that basement drop kick. That's the second time we've seen that spot tonight. One. Well, Marti able to grab the bottom rope. Referee saw it. It's been about 50-50 this season as to whether or not the referees are going to see it. Hikari Noa with, I think, taunting the crowd a little bit there. And then another double stomp and then another kick. Just targeting the arms and towards just the entire upper body of Marti Belle so far. Nice tilt-a-whirl head scissor by Marti. Depositing Hikari Noa right on the logo. Kick to the leg. You can get those legs to tighten up. It's a whole lot harder to do those high-flying moves that we've been seeing from Noa. Smart strategy by the veteran Marti Belle. Now working over Noa's back in the corner. Repeated shoulders. And now sends her back into the corner. Catches her coming out with a German suplex. Noa's hurt. Belle's going for the cover here. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. No, only 2. Hikari Noa able to kick out. Still early. Oh, and Belle letting Hikari Noa know what she thinks of her. Kick to the spine from Belle. Looked like she was going to pull Noa to her feet. Changed her mind. Decided to go with just raining punches down on her face. And a kick to the spine. Marti Belle is in full control right now. Hikari Noa is in some trouble. She's got to get some offense going. Well, as soon as I say that, here it comes. And for a powerbomb, no. Marti rolls through it into a sunset flip. 1, 2, 3. And that is enough. Marti Belle has pulled off yet another upset in this tournament. And the number 90 seed is moving on to the round of 16. Marti Belle beating Hikari Noa here in our second match of the evening. 2 matches in, 2 upsets down. Hikari Noa can't believe it. But that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. She was caught off guard by that sunset flip. And that's all it took. All it takes is 3 seconds. And that's exactly what Marti got there. Marti Belle moving on to face either Taya Valkyrie or Saori Anou later on this evening. Get that updated. Now we can start bringing out the participants in our third match. We're only 13 minutes into this episode. We're already 2 of our 12 matches down. So this might be a short one. Of course, every time I say that, there's always some weird ringside shenanigans with people rolling in and out and breaking counts and just making me hate the 2K AI. But you know, stranger things have happened. Maybe they'll be nice to me tonight because it's the finale. We're going to have the number 82 seed, Miu Watanabe, take on number 50, Viva Van. So we started this tournament with 150. We came into tonight with 20. We're now down to 18. Meiko Satomura and Hikari Noa, the first 2 to fall tonight. And 1 more will be joining them. And 1 more will be joining Davienne and Marti Belle in the round of 16. Winner of this match is going to face either Arisa Nakajima or Tootie Lynn coming up later on in this episode. So I mentioned in the last match that Tokyo Joshi Pro had 3 wrestlers remaining. Well, that's no longer the case. Now there's 2 because Hikari Noa lost, but one of the 2 remaining is Miu Watanabe.
Is scheduled for
one fall.
Making her way to the ring from Kobe, Japan, Mills the Wanderer.
Miu Watanabe, 5 feet 3 inches tall, trained by Makoto Oishi. Thus far, she upset Naomi in round 1 and then beat Alexis Falcon in round 2. She's the underdog here as the 82nd seed against number 50 Viva Van. As such, currently listed as a 37.9% odds of winning this match compared to the 62.1 for Viva. But they're both less than 2% chance of winning the entire tournament. And you know what? I don't know why I keep listing these odds off, because so far we're 2 for 2 on upsets. So Miu Watanabe hoping to keep that going while also trying to keep Tokyo Joshi Pro afloat. They just had that loss from Noah, dropping them down to 2 wrestlers remaining in the tournament. So far, we've seen 1 from Tokyo Joshi Pro drop out and 1 from WWE, which actually means WWE only has 1 wrestler remaining in the tournament. That's Shayna Baszler, who we will see in action later on tonight. Watanabe prepared for this match, but so is her opponent, the Hell-Bent Vixen.
And from the United States of America, Hell-Bent Vixen.
The Hell-Bent Vixen, Viva Van from Los Angeles, beat KC Spinelli in round 1, then pulled off a huge upset, knocking off Mickie James in round 2. She's had a rough go of it. The final 16 women in the 16 women in the tournament. She's had the 4th hardest strength of schedule up to this point. Miu Watanabe is the lowest seed she's faced so far, but she can't overlook her, because we have seen throughout this tournament that the upsets, they come fast and they come furious. Viva Van is the current big-time wrestling women's champion, the current PCW Ultra women's champion, and the future Stars of Wrestling women's champion. One of the hottest rising stars on the independent scene, only 5 years as a pro. She is making a name for herself in this business. And a win here, and then a win later tonight against either Arisa Nakajima or Tootie Lynn, getting herself into the quarterfinals. That'd be a big feather in the cap of the Hell-Bent Vixen Viva Van. And there's the bell, and we are underway with match number 3 of the evening. Watanabe comes out firing, but Van now getting shots in of her own. Half and half suplex. Going straight for the pin. One count only. Viva acting like she can't believe it. You literally have done one move. Kick to the back of the head. And the Mr. Perfect Snapmare. That is a move we have seen a lot throughout this tournament. Nice close-up on the referee's hand. That's the hand he'll be hitting the mat with in a little bit to count the next pin. Float over DDT by Miu Watanabe. Now pulling Van to her feet. Got the arm. Single arm DDT. And then rolls through into a Fujiwara armbar. Gorgeous combination there for Miu Watanabe. Trying to get the submission here early against Viva Van. Knows she's not going to get it there, so she's going to go for the pin instead. 1, 2. 2 count only. Viva Van able to kick out. So Miu Watanabe steps on her face. Not against the rules, but maybe not so sportsmanlike. Working Van up against the ropes here. Gets her up for a vertical suplex, snaps her over. Miu Watanabe in control right now. But turning her back on her opponent, that is never a good idea. And Viva makes her pay for it. A couple shots to the midsection, a big overhand chop, and then a knife edge, and then a couple of kicks, including one catching her right behind the ear, and Viva Van goes down. Working over the inside of the leg as Viva Van pulls Watanabe to her feet. Big knee catches her right on the jaw. That might be enough. Spins her away from the ropes. Now pulls her into the center of the ring. 1, 2. Oh, took too much time getting into the pin. I think if they'd been closer to the center of the ring when she hit that knee, she might have got the win from it, because she nailed her. But Viva signaling that it might be over here. Big discus punch. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Viva Van ends the streak of upsets. Miu Watanabe goes down, and Tokyo Joshi Pro 0-2 tonight. Big win for Viva Van. So 50 Viva Van over. 2 Miu Watanabe. Dismiss punch. What was the star rating? 2 stars. Thank you, Gabe. Now we're 3 matches down. Davienne, Marti Belle, and Viva Van have already moved on to the round of 16. We're still waiting to find out who their opponents will be. And now here comes a match that the seeds would have indicated at the beginning of the tournament we just weren't going to see. But I'm so glad that we're getting to. This is a bit of a dream match for me. 2 of my absolute favorite female wrestlers in the world. Shayna Baszler, the Queen of Spades, against La Mera Mera, Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa, the number 3 seed in our tournament. Shayna Baszler, number 94. The winner will face the winner between Masha Slamovich and LuFisto later on. These are just 2 of the absolute best female wrestlers in the world. Shayna, the last WWE wrestler remaining after Meiko Satomura was eliminated earlier. WWE now at 23-25.
Contest is scheduled for one fall from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Shayna Baszler.
Love the random voices that they got. All right, sorry. I was curious what Mera Mera meant. And Google's not being super helpful, and I don't want to take any more time away from calling the match. Shayna Baszler made it this far by beating Emerson Jane in round 1, and then Christy Janes in round 2. This is going to be her first opponent against someone whose last name doesn't start Jayne. We'll see if that works against her. But also, speaking of promotions that came into tonight with 3 wrestlers.
Thunder Rosa.
And here comes Thunder Rosa, the number 3 seed, the highest seed remaining in the tournament. She beat Iva Kolaski in round 1, and then Shaza McKenzie in round 2. She is the heavy favorite in this match, 96.9% chance of winning, and the tournament itself at 31.95% odds of walking out the first ever World Simulatives champion. An 8-year pro from Tijuana in Baja California, Mexico. In there against the 7-year pro from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Shayna Baszler. This one should be a classic. And there's the bell, and we're underway. Big right hand from Shayna. Goes right into a release German suplex. And the Queen of Spades taking it to Thunder Rosa here early. Working over La Mera Mera with those big right hands. Rosa with a springboard forearm, catching up to Shayna while she was showing off, and then a springboard leg drop. Rosa flying all over the place, which is a great strategy. Baszler, a submission specialist. If she's able to grab Rosa, she can just put her to sleep with that Kirifuda clutch, cross armbar, Kimura, just a ton of great submissions. A big kick to the face from Rosa. Pulling Shayna to her feet. Stumping on the back a couple of times, and then a big one to the face. And hammer lock, now pulling back on the other arm. We've seen this a few times, a joint manipulation, working on the wrist of the left hand while also working over the elbow on the right. Oh, and then those just standing stomps. She's got the arms captured, so Shayna can't cover up. Thunder Rosa out of the top rope. What's she going for here? Huge double stomp right into the midsection of Shayna Baszler. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Much too early to get a 3 count, but she made Shayna work for it on that kick out. Hooking the leg, stacking all that extra weight on top of her. Shayna with a leg sweep. And there she is, going after the arm. You had to know that was coming. And now a half crab while pulling back in a camel clutch. Brutal combined submission here by Shayna Baszler. I mentioned one of the best submission wrestlers in the world, regardless of gender. Rosa may have made a mistake, letting herself get close to Shayna. Shot to the midsection. What's she going for here? And for vertical suplex? No, drops her down. Kirifuda clutch. Shayna's choking out Thunder Rosa. You can watch that forearm. The referee certainly is. It's underneath the jaw of Thunder Rosa. It's basically cutting off the blood flow to the brain. It's not a full-on choke, despite what the name would have you believe. Chokeholds are illegal in wrestling, but just for simplicity's sake, we call it a choke. 2, 3, yeah. Shayna pulling off another huge upset here. The number 3 seed going down. But in all honesty, is it a surprise when you see...
Here is your winner, Shayna Baszler.
When you see Shayna get the Kirifuda clutch locked in? At that point, the seeds don't matter. The Queen of Spades, if she doesn't get you to tap, she's going to put you out long enough to get a 3 count. So Shayna Baszler is the winner, and another top seed gone. Thunder Rosa, the number 3 seed, is gone, which means all of the top 5 are out, as are 8 of the top 10. The only top 10 seeds remaining are Jordynne Grace and Taya Valkyrie, who we will be seeing as this episode rolls on. WreSIMania survive. Pinfall after the Kirifuda clutch. Shayna Baszler. And she is moving on to face the winner between Masha Slamovich and LuFisto, which is a match that is coming up later tonight. But up first, we're going to find out who is going to be facing Davienne later on tonight with a spot at WreSIMania on the line. Here we go. It is going to be either the number 91 seed Koguma or number 6, the highest seed remaining now, Jordynne Grace, whose thumbnail isn't loading for some reason, but hopefully her community creation is. So it's number 6, Jordynne Grace on the right, Koguma, number 91 on the left. The winner will face number 139, Davienne, in the next round. It's hard to believe Davienne just keeps winning, but Davienne just keeps winning. Co-presenting World Wonder Ring Stardom, the largest Joshi wrestling promotion in the world, which means it is the largest women's wrestling promotion in the world. But they have gone 13-18 in this tournament, which is the worst among all remaining promotions. 9-year pro, only 25 years old, also only 4'11". So definitely going to be the underdog here in many ways against Jordynne Grace. One fall.
Making her way to the ring from Japan, the Superstar.
So Koguma beat Dark Silhouette in round 1, and then Baby Allison in round 2. As the number 91 seed, she has only about a 6.2% chance of winning this match. But again, 4 matches in, we've had 3 upsets. So we'll see if Koguma can keep that going. But it is a steep hill to climb as she faces one of 3 remaining Impact representatives, a promotion that has gone 13-5, 12-year pro, thick mama pump, Jordynne Grace.
Jordynne Grace.
Jordynne Grace, 5'11", I'm sorry, 5'1", not 5'11". 5'1", 150 pounds. One of the strongest athletes in wrestling, male or female. But man, she is going to be looking to throw Koguma around in this match. She's only got 2 inches on her, but she outweighs her by 33 pounds. And she's also just one of the most powerful wrestlers in the world. She was in the 500, our season 1 tournament. She beat Isaiah Cassidy and Bushi before losing in the 3rd round to Ethan Allen. In this tournament, she beat Takumi Iroha in round 1, and then Edith Surreal in round 2. There's the bell, and we are underway. Collar and elbow. Grace imposing her will here early, just sending Koguma face first into the top turnbuckle twice, and then turning her around. Not sure what she's going for here. Oh, just throwing her down by her hair. Oh, up to the middle turnbuckle. Vader bomb by Jordynne Grace. Just seconds into this match. 1, 2. 2 count only for Thick Mama Pump. Big elbow by Jordynne. You know Davienne's backstage watching this on the monitors, probably standing slightly sideways, because that's how wrestlers watch TV. Stomp to the midsection. A couple of them there from Koguma. Now pulling Jordynne up by her hair. Yes, and then slamming her back down. Koguma going for a stomp, but Jordynne rolls out of the way. A series of shots. Discus clothesline by Grace. Turns Koguma inside out. And now just raining down those forearms to the spine. And now just doing push-ups on her back. Very cocky performance here early on from Jordynne Grace. Who, got to be feeling good as the highest seed remaining in the tournament. But also can't be feeling great because that means that each of the top 5 are gone. This tournament has been completely unpredictable. Huge DDT there from Koguma. She's out onto the apron, up to the top rope. What's she going for here? Big double stomp right in the midsection of Jordynne Grace. And now just stepping across her. What's she going for here? Swings and misses with a couple of kicks. There we go. Maybe having some depth perception issues after being thrown around by Jordynne Grace in the early going. Now once again pulling her up by her hair and slamming her down. Headed to the top rope. Motioning for Jordynne to get to her feet. High crossbody. It's a complete swing and a miss. But she is still first to her feet. Koguma in control here still, despite just whiffing on that crossbody. Go behind by Koguma and a big neck breaker. Firing down with right hands. And a stomp to the shoulder. Oh, Jordynne went for a big clothesline, but Koguma dodged it. Now firing off some shots of her own. Big back elbow. And a standing drop kick. Nicely done. Speaking of channeling Mr. Perfect, we were earlier with that snapmare. That's very much how he used to throw his drop kicks. Now rolling it through. Hammerlock DDT takes Jordynne Grace down. Now Koguma to the top rope. And for that double stomp again. No. Big splash. Completely misses. Koguma not having a great day in terms of landing her high-flying moves. Snapmares are over. Basement drop kick. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Jordynne Grace able to kick out. Again, Koguma to the top rope. That time she hits the splash, hooks the leg. 1, 2. Oh, and Jordynne Grace narrowly avoiding another upset tonight. We got a women's wrestling chant from the audience who have finally figured out what's going on tonight. Well done, gang. Now Koguma again to the top, again with the splash, but this time Grace gets her knees up. Jordynne looking to put this one away. Got her in that pump handle driver. 1, 2, 3. No! Whoa, I really thought that was it. 2.9 on the pump handle driver by Jordynne Grace, but Koguma able to kick out. And then just a regular body slam on the logo, 2. And Jordynne Grace kicks out. It was going to take more than a body slam to put her away. I think Koguma was hoping that the accumulated damage she'd done throughout the match was going to help her with that. Another basement drop kick catching Jordynne Grace right in the face. And then just a standing splash. Shades of, I think, the one-man gang and Viscera. Now go behind, release. No, just a bridging German suplex by Koguma. 1, 2, 3, and we've got another upset. Number 91, Koguma, is going on to face number 139, Davienne, later on tonight for a spot in the quarterfinals. Huge win for Koguma. And that now means only one of the top 10 seeds remain. We will see her, I believe, in our next match or possibly the one after that. But Koguma upsetting Jordynne Grace. 3.5 stars with a German suplex. She is in her next match. I just checked the card, and here we go. We are going to get our first look tonight at both Taya Valkyrie and Saori Anou. The winner will face Marti Belle later on this evening for a spot at WreSIMania this Sunday. Saori Anou from Ice Ribbon Wrestling in Japan, in there against AEW's newest signing, Taya Valkyrie. I cannot believe we're getting Koguma and Davienne for a spot in the quarterfinals. I think it's great. I don't know if the background music is coming through as loud for you guys as it is in my headset, but having a good time. Here comes Saori Anou from Ice Ribbon. She's the only Ice Ribbon wrestler remaining. The promotion has gone 2-1 thus far. She has pulled off 2 huge upsets. One fall.
Making her way to the ring from Kyoto, Japan, Satoru
Saori Anou. Again, I mentioned that her promotion is 2-1. She, of course, is 2-0. She's accounted for both of those wins, upsetting Rhea Ripley in round 1 and then Camille in round 2. She is tied for the hardest road to the round of 32. And it's not getting any easier because she's faced the 42nd seed, the 23rd seed, and now she's got to go up against number 10. Whoever uploaded her face in Community Creations didn't quite get the color right on the skin tone match, but you know what? It's still pretty impressive. A very long entrance. Now here comes the highest seed remaining, number 10, one of 2 wrestlers representing AEW remaining, the other being Layla Gray, who has already clinched her spot in the round or in the quarterfinals. Here comes
from Vancouver, British Columbia, the Action All-Star Alliance World Women's Champion, Taya Valkyrie.
Taya Valkyrie making her way to the ring, the number 10 seed. Again, one of 2 AEW wrestlers remaining. AEW's gone 15 and 19. You can see she's wearing the Lucha Libre AAA Worldwide Reina de Reinas Championship, probably the most prestigious women's championship in Mexico. She is also currently the Heavy on Wrestling Women's Champion and the Major League Wrestling Women's World Featherweight Champion. She's trained by the legendary Lance Storm, as well as a brief stint at the WWE Performance Center. Here we go. She beat Dakota Kai in round 1, and then the submission sniper Jordan Blade in round 2. Driving shoulders into the midsection of Saori Anou here. Backing up. What's she going for here? Just a running hip attack in the corner. Just bouncing the back of Anou's head off the middle turnbuckle. Taya's got a major size and strength advantage here. 5'8", 145 pounds. Anou only 5'3", 121. 2 count only. The referee actually saw Saori Anou grab the bottom rope. He also saw Taya just stomp on her midsection. Now to the top rope. What's coming up here? A big splash by Taya. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. 2 count only. Pulling Saori Anou to her feet again. And then just slapping her across the face. Such disrespect from Taya. And the winner of this is going to be facing Marti Belle later on in this episode. Big power slam. 1 count only. And a big backbreaker as well. Hooks the leg. Pulling up to her feet, going for an inverted suplex. Driving her face first. Nicely done. Impressive power by Saori Anou. Smaller participant in the match. Yeah, for a, sort of a variation of the Fujiwara armbar. Taya rolls through it and then drives a knee. They're still showing the effects of that arm. And Anou's got a chance to hook her in for a small package driver. 1, 2. Oh, very nearly caught her for the big upset. I mean, honestly, at this point, the word upset almost has no meaning because the underdogs keep winning tonight. And now into a label lock. Just cranking back on the shoulder, the elbow, the face, the neck. Basically every part of Taya Valkyrie above her shoulders is in agony right now. I know I had to release the hold. Dropping in a knee across the elbow. Now getting her up for Fisherman Buster. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. And yet another upset. As number 87, Saori Anou, will move on to face Marti Belle later on this evening. Number 10, Taya Valkyrie, means that there are now no top 10 seeds remaining. '87, Saori Anou over number 10, Taya Valkyrie. 3 stars, Fisherman Buster. Tough break for Taya. But good news for Saori Anou as she moves on to a 4th round showdown against Marti Belle. Coming up later in this episode. And Impact came into this show with 3 wrestlers remaining in the tournament. They are now down to 1. Masha Slamovich is the last hope for Impact Wrestling. We will see her shortly. But first, you're going to see independent star who started to make some appearances on some nationally televised promotions, Tootie Lynn, as she prepares to take on one of my edits, which is why she doesn't look great, Arisa Nakajima. Arisa, the number 34 seed. Tootie Lynn, number 63. The winner is going to face Viva Van later on tonight. So, Tootie Lynn, the Blue Dragon, you see her there on the left. She beat Rosemary in round 1, and then Ty Mello in round 2. So she has yet to have to pull off an upset. She would here tonight against Nakajima. She's only beaten lower seeds thus far. A native of Belleville, Illinois. 28 years old, 5 years as a pro. Here she comes.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from St. Louis, Missouri, the Dragon.
So yes, the Blue Dragon, Tootie Lynn, number 63 seed. Inexplicably in the top half of remaining seeds, just because that is how this tournament has gone. Only one AEW representative remaining, and that's Layla Gray. Only 2 remaining from Impact. Tokyo Joshi Pro's only got 1. WWE has 1? Yeah, because Shayna Baszler won. Just an absolutely bonkers tournament up to this point. Here comes Arisa Nakajima.
From Japan, Antista Nicole Jim.
Arisa Nakajima, the only wrestler remaining from Seedling, promotion that's gone 2-2 thus far in the tournament. Of course, the 2 wins, both hers, beating Lainey Luck and then Giselle Shaw to get here. She's the current Seedling Beyond the Sea champion, a title that she has held for a little over 3 months at this point. 5'3", 132 pounds, one of the better technical wrestlers in the world. Definitely going to be looking to... she's probably looking to beat her with the Cutie Special, which she used to advance to this point, but she's also got a great diving foot stomp, Dragon Suplex, the DD, which is a half Nelson suplex hold, German suplex, moonsault press. She's got it all. Like I said, just a masterful technician in the ring. If the suplexes don't get you, the high spots will. So Arisa Nakajima looking for a showdown with Viva Van in the next round. Viva Van, so far the only wrestler to win that wasn't an upset, beating Miu Watanabe earlier on in this episode. We're about to find out who is going to face Viva. We do know, based on the seeding, if Arisa Nakajima wins, it's going to be Arisa Nakajima and Viva Van in our main event. If Tootie Lynn wins, then we have to find out who wins the next match to know which match is our main event. But either way, both these women are just 2 wins away from WreSIMania. Hammerlock suplex by Nakajima, 2. I mentioned those suplexes. They're very deadly. She gets a quick 2 count. Now into that cross arm breaker. Working over to the shoulder of Tootie Lynn. Blue Dragon having some trouble getting out of the gates here against the 17-year pro from Chichibu, Saitama, Japan. And just to fight her way out of that hold, sends her into the buckles. Not too far away to hit with that kick, so she'll just follow into the forearm right across the chest. Brutal striking here. Pulls her out into a power bomb. 1. Only a 1 count off that brutal power bomb from Tootie Lynn. It's just not done enough damage to Arisa Nakajima to keep her down for that 3 count. And now she's just going to send her up and over the top rope. Nakajima holds on. Not able to after that drop kick sends her to the floor. Fortunately, this is not a Rumble. This is not a Battle Royal, so Nakajima has not lost the match. What will be a Royal Rumble is the Royal Rumble that we will be seeing this Sunday as part of WreSIMania. Top 30 contenders for Royce Chambers' World Simulate title will all be in action in a 30-man timed entry battle royal. We know the participants will run through those here in a little bit. We also know that's going to happen on that show. We're going to see Savannah Evans against Layla Gray, Miyu Yamashita against Utami Hayashishita in 2 quarterfinal matches. The winners will face off in the semis. The winner of that will go on to the title match. We need to find out who's on the other side of that bracket. That is the purpose of tonight's show. We also know the final 4 in our tag team tournament, the 100. Oh, hold on. Tootie Lynn had that triangle choke, but Nakajima just turned it into a power bomb to escape it. Such great core strength from Nakajima to get out of that. We know the tag team semifinals are Las Chicas Indomables against the Butcher and the Blade, and Violence is Forever against the Motor City Machine Guns. Those should both be good matches, and then, of course, the winners of both those matches will move on to face each other for the World Simulate Tag titles. So all 3 PWS titles will be on the line in a single night, or single afternoon, I suppose, this Sunday here on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, however it is you're watching us. We thank you for doing so. And we are excited that our second season is nearing its epic conclusion with WreSIMania this weekend. Tootie Lynn in firm control on the floor, going back to that triangle choke. Just got to be careful. They're on the floor. They have a 20 count to return to the ring. Referee's count about to hit 15, I believe. Nakajima reverses into another power bomb. Oh, man, the strength of Arisa Nakajima getting out of that hold. 16. Up to 16 now. Nakajima, fisherman suplex, just driving Lynn down. 17. One has got to get back in the ring here. Go behind by Nakajima to take Lynn down. Referee's count to 19. Turn around, Arisa. Get in the ring. She does. Dives in at the last possible. No! Oh, my God. The AI in this game is so bad. She had the match won. Why did she do that? If she's going to do that, why not just roll her back in the ring before she dove in? Oh, my God. The AI in this game is so bad. I can't even play that off on commentary like it was an intentional strategic move because it was just stupid. There's my friend Nate Coots, who's going to be Country Boy Coots in FXC Wrestling when we have our debut show coming up later this spring. That was stupid. Snap suplex by Nakajima on the floor, driving the wind out of Tootie Lynn's lungs. Shot to the midsection by Lynn, starting to fight her way back. The Blue Dragon sends Nakajima just tripping all over herself. Okay, Tootie Lynn back in the ring. Finally. She dodged a bullet when the floor fighting continues. Because of course it does. We can't have nice things. Oh, hold on. Nakajima sends Lynn back in. Maybe she'll actually follow. She does! Hooray! We're back in the ring, so the match can actually end. Armbar. What's she doing here? Oh, God, just wrenching on that shoulder. Trying to break the arm of Tootie Lynn. Now just kind of moonwalking her way around the ring, out to the apron, to the top rope. What's she going for here? Huge double axe handle. Finn F the axe handle? 1, 2. Arisa Nakajima not wrestling a particularly smart match here. Oh, but that knee was pretty smart. Catching Tootie Lynn right on the jaw. And that massive double stomp, that is one of her trademarks, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. And Arisa Nakajima snaps the streak of upsets. She will be facing Viva Van in our main event later on tonight for a spot at WreSIMania. 34, Arisa Nakajima over number 63, Tootie Lynn. Diving foot stomp. What do we got? 3 stars? 3 stars. It is going to be Nakajima and Van in our main event. And now we're about to find out who's going to be in the semi-main with the unenviable task of facing Shayna Baszler. Here we go. One last match before our intermission. And we are going to see number 46, LuFisto, the independent legend, taking on one of the fastest rising stars in women's wrestling, Masha Slamovich. Again, the winner will face Shayna Baszler later on tonight. Miu Yamashita, Utami Hayashishita, Savannah Evans, and Layla Gray have all clinched their spots at WreSIMania. 4 more spots will be decided tonight. After this match, we are going to take a 5-minute intermission, just a little, leg stretch, refill your drink, go to the bathroom if you need to kind of thing. And then when we come back, we will hit the ground running with Koguma against Davienne, Saori Anou against Marti Belle, the winner of this match against Shayna Baszler, and now we know our main event is Arisa Nakajima against Viva Van. The winners of those 4 matches will join Yamashita, Hayashishita, Evans, and Gray at WreSIMania. The First Lady of Hardcore, LuFisto, 25-year pro out of the great province of Quebec.
The following contest is scheduled for
one fall.
Making her way to the ring from the United States of America, Lou Fisher.
LuFisto, the First Lady of Hardcore, super hardcore anime, Wounded Owl Ronin, 25-year pro, 5'3", 139 pounds. We saw her beat Cora Jade back in round 1, and then pull off the upset against Diana Perazzo in round 2. We're going to pull off another upset over an Impact Wrestling knockout as she prepares to do battle with Masha Slamovich. 13 women remain. We started with 150. Only 13 are still standing. 4 have clinched their tickets to WreSIMania. We're about to find out who is 1 win away from joining them.
And from Moscow, Russia, the World Women's Undisputed Champion, Masha Slamovich.
Masha Slamovich. You see her wearing the AAW Professional Wrestling Redefined Women's Championship. She is also the Combat Fights Unlimited Undisputed Champion, the Unexpected Wrestling Key to the East Champion, the Top Talent Wrestling Champion, the West Coast Pro Wrestling Women's Champion, and as of 13 days ago, the brand new Game Changer Wrestling World Champion. So Masha Slamovich, we mentioned before, just one of the fastest rising stars in the industry. 6 years as a pro, only 24 years old. LuFisto's career is older than Masha Slamovich. A series of strikes from Lou, goes for the pin, only gets 1. LuFisto has been on the PWI lists pretty much since the beginning, starting back in 2008 when she was number 45. Went for a quick pin here. She was also in this year's PWI 500 at number 390. Like I said, she's been on a lot of those PWI lists, getting as high as 5th back in 2014. She's at number 46 this year, which is actually the lowest she has ever been on the list, other than 2021 when she was not on the list at all. But of the years she's been ranked, this was her lowest. A series of strikes and then a double leg into a spine buster. LuFisto trying to make short work of Masha. But Masha firing off some strikes here. Quick go behind, belly to back. You want to do some throws? I know some throws. Posing for the crowd. Now heading up to the top goes Masha Slamovich. Big elbow across the back of LuFisto. Rolling her over, hooking the leg. 1, 2. 2 count only. LuFisto able to get her shoulder up. Masha Slamovich was also in the 500, our Season 1 tournament, losing in the first round to Powerhouse Hobbs. Since this tournament, the 150 started, she's beaten Liza Hall and Mirai to get to this point. At number 14, she is the second highest seed remaining after 3 huge upsets earlier tonight. Took out the number 3 seed Thunder Rosa, number 6 Jordynne Grace. Pop-up Samoan drop there by LuFisto. Hooks the leg. This might be it. 1, 2. 2 count only. Slamovich able to get a shoulder up. And number 10, Taya Valkyrie, was the third top 10 seed to drop out. Number 12, Miu Yamashita has already clinched her spot in the quarterfinals. Masha is the second highest seed. LuFisto now with that Argentine backbreaker. Burning hammer. Rolls her over. That might be it. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. And LuFisto pulls off another upset and will face Shayna Baszler later on this evening. Number 46 seed LuFisto is moving on to the round of 16. Well, folks, we're about to take a 5-minute break. When we come back, Koguma against Davienne, Saori Anou against Marti Belle, that woman right there, LuFisto against Shayna Baszler, and Arisa Nakajima against Viva Van. 4 spots remain on the WreSIMania card. The winners of those 4 matches will claim them. Don't go anywhere. We will be back in 5. are back for our final 4 matches of the 150. This is not the end of the tournament, though, as the 4 winners of our 4 final matches tonight, if I said 4 enough times, will advance to the quarterfinals. Quarter is 4, where they will join Miu Yamashita, Utami Hayashishita, Savannah Evans, and Layla Gray as they vie to become the first ever World Simuladies Champion. We'll have 3 rounds of that tournament, 2 rounds of our tag team tournament, the 100, plus a Royal Rumble and the first ever defense of the World Simu8 title, all in one night. Here we go, the lowest seed remaining in the tournament. One fall.
Making her way to the ring from the United States of America,
Davienne, the gatekeeper, 9-year pro. We've seen her beat Marina Shafir to even qualify for the tournament. Then Tasha Steeles, Charlie Evans, and earlier tonight, Meiko Satomura to get herself into this match. She is 1 win away from a spot at WreSIMania. The winner of this match is going to be taking on the winner between LuFisto and Shayna Baszler at Mania this Sunday afternoon.
And from Japan, the Superstar.
Let me talk about how bad a record World Wonder Ring Stardom has had throughout this tournament. I believe 13-18, something like that. 14-18. 14-18, the worst record among all promotions. Oh, they've actually passed AEW. Second worst record among all promotions with at least 1 wrestler remaining. But they're also the only promotion with 2 wrestlers left. So if that tells you, how well represented Stardom was in the tournament, had 18 of them eliminated, 2 still standing. Meanwhile, Davienne, of course, representing the independent circuit, one of 3 independent women still remaining, all of whom we'll see tonight. LuFisto and Viva Van being the other 2. There we go. Nice counter there by Koguma. The number 91 seed, Koguma. The number 139 seed, Davienne. Koguma goes right into that camel clutch. If Davienne wins, she will be the lowest seed in the quarterfinals at number 139. If Koguma wins, then Layla Gray, number 96, will have the lowest seed remaining. And there's a series of stomps from Davienne there, showing some dominance over Koguma early. Shot to the midsection. Does not want to be the latest upset. Hammerlock DDT, driving Davienne down head first into the canvas. And you'll notice where she did that move. That was a strategic move on Koguma's part. We've talked about it on previous episodes, that the closer you are to the center of the ring, the more give there is because of the way the ring is constructed. It's a metal frame with wood laying across it, a thin layer of padding, and then a canvas wrapped over it. So the farther you are from the center, where that frame is the lightest, there's fewer points of contact in the center of the ring, so the boards can give a little more. It still hurts like hell. Trust me, as somebody who has taken bumps in the middle of a ring, that still hurts like hell. But it hurts more the farther away from the center you get, the closer you get to that metal frame. So Koguma knew what she was doing with that hammerlock DDT on Davienne. But Davienne has managed to fight her way back. A big Alabama slam throwing Koguma down. Now going into a sort of a variation on the spinning toe hold. Working over the ankle of Koguma and then just kicking her in the face. And Davienne heading to the top rope. Huge splash off the top by the gatekeeper. 1, 2. 2 count only. Koguma able to get a shoulder up. Davienne not happy with the referee, so she'll just splash Koguma again. Now going back after the arm, stomping on the elbow, working over the elbow and the wrist of Koguma with the way she had that arm placed. Koguma blocks a kick. Dragon screw leg whip, and down goes Davienne. Koguma now heading up to the top rope. High crossbody, and Davienne caught her. Turns it into a body slam. Incredible power there by Davienne to catch Koguma out of midair. Now a military press. She's doing reps with her. And then dropping her face first to the canvas. Shades of the Ultimate Warrior. And now just a pop-up power bomb by Davienne. 1, 2, 3. And Davienne, the number 139 seed, is going to WreSIMania.
Here is your winner, Davienne.
Incredible moment here for Davienne. Number 139 seed. She had basically a less than 0% chance of qualifying for the tournament. She was the underdog in the qualifying round, but she just beat Koguma clean in the center of the ring with that pop-up power bomb. And now she is moving on, where she will now face the winner of LuFisto and Shayna Baszler. Just an absolutely shocking result there. But Davienne is going to WreSIMania. 3 matches remain here. 3 spots remain in the quarterfinals. Who will join Miyu Yamashita, Utami Hayashishita, Savannah Evans, Layla Gray, and now Davienne in the final 8. We're going to see the number 90 seed, Marti Belle, taking on the number 87 seed, Saori Anou. Excuse me, hiccups. The winner of this will face the winner between Arisa Nakajima and Viva this Sunday at WreSIMania. Earlier on, we saw Marti Belle beat Hikari Noa, while Saori Anou beat Taya Valkyrie. So both pulled off upsets. Both have been doing so since the tournament began. Oh, the Street Profits theme. For as much crap as I give modern WWE music, some of it is legitimately really good. He says he drinks out of a red Solo cup. It's just water.
The following contest is scheduled for
one fall.
Making her way to the ring from New York, Marti Belle.
Marti Belle, 14-year pro, 5'4", 114 pounds, veteran of these PWI lists, first ranked back in 2012. Her all-time highest spot was number 32 back in 2016. Her all-time lowest was in 2021 at number 128, bouncing back to number 90 last year, which is what determined her seed here in the tournament. She now prepares to take on a fellow underdog, number 87 seed. This is pretty close statistically. It's essentially a toss-up, as she takes on the only wrestler remaining representing Ice Ribbon.
From Kyoto, Satoru
Saori Anou beat Rhea Ripley, beat Camille, beat Taya Valkyrie. She has been a giant killer throughout this tournament. Can she take down Marti Belle and punch her ticket to WreSIMania? We are about to find out. It's really starting to sink in how close we are to Mania. Only 3 days away. Folks, it is not a pay-per-view. You can join us this Sunday at noon Central Time on your streaming platform of choice. You can join us on Twitch. You can join us on Facebook. You can join us on YouTube. Just look for Pro Wrestling Simulated, and you will find it. We'll run through the entire card here at the end of the show, since this is the last show before the finale. I mean, this this is, for all intents and purposes, the finale of the 150. This is the last episode that's going to have the 150 branding. All of the matches on Sunday are going to have the WreSIMania logo associated with it, so on and so forth. But here we go. That's number 90, Marti Belle. Number 87, Saori Anou. And there's the bell. We are underway. The 6th spot in the quarterfinals of the 150 on the line. Shot to the midsection by Anou. And basically trading shots back and forth here. Anou with the first big move with that backbreaker. Needs to stay on her, though. She may only be the favorite by 3 seeds, but we have seen the favorites have not done well tonight. We've had 9 matches. 7 of them have been won by the underdog, which in this case is Marti Belle. Huge elbow off the top rope by Anou, going right into a cross arm breaker. And a smart thing, just staying on her opponent. 1, 2. You could see Marti Belle. Like I mentioned, she's a 14-year veteran. She's been around the block. She knows all kinds of stuff. I don't know if this is something you picked up on, but when she was in that pin from Saori Anou, she turned her head toward the referee. Marti Belle was sure she would be able to kick out. She had plenty of energy, but she knew that she had until the referee's count of 3 to kick out. So she had a little bit of extra time to catch her breath after the initial onslaught from Anou from the pin. So if you go back and watch the replay, Marti Belle turns her head toward the referee to watch the count. So she's able to kick out, but still conserve some energy. It's just a veteran move on Marti Belle's part. Michinoku driver, that's a veteran move as well. 1, 2, 2 count only as Saori Anou is able to kick out. A big kick to the ribs of Saori Anou. Marti Belle is in firm control now, except she's not anymore because that kick got blocked and turned into a dragon screw leg whip. Elbow to the midsection from Belle. Swings and misses with a forearm. Anou does not miss with the Northern Lights suplex. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. 2 count only. Saori Anou can't believe it. But she better believe it. She better stay on Marti Belle. The clock is going to strike midnight for one of these 2 Cinderella stories. And Anou with a modified figure 4. Actually, that's almost more of a variation on the Nagata Lock 2. I'm waiting for Belle to get to her feet. And here we go. Arm wringer. No! Belle blocked whatever it was she was planning. Big jawbreaker. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. 2 count only, says the referee. Marti Belle can't believe it, but now she's waiting for Anou to get to her feet. Shot to the midsection. Pedigree right on the logo. 1, 2. Oh, I thought Marti Belle was on her way to WreSIMania. So many pushes ended by that move. But Anou able to kick out. Huge elbow off the top by Marti Belle, though. Oh, she eats a kick to the face. Now a series of punches from Anou. And I go behind in a Northern Lariat, catching her upside the head. And now Anou on the top rope. Huge elbow drop. Shades of Kyrie. It's a gorgeous move from Saori Anou. She's going back into that modified leg lock. She's using... The reason that move hurts so bad is she's using Belle's own leg as a fulcrum for leverage. 1, 2, 3, and the pain of it was enough. I think Anou noticed that Marti Belle may have passed out and decided that rather than keep her in the hold, she wanted to get the decisive win, pinning her in the center of the ring. So Saori Anou, number 87, clinches the 6th spot in the quarterfinals. 2 spots remain. 3.5 stars for Anou, and that one for both of them. Anou is the winner. So through 10 matches, we've had 7 upsets. That was the first in a while that wasn't. 2 matches remain. 2 spots remain. Miu Yamashita, Utami Hayashishita, Savannah Evans, Layla Gray, Davienne, and now Saori Anou are going to WreSIMania. Who will join them? We're about to find out one of the two in our next match. First up, we've got the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler, one of the most dangerous women on the planet. But hey, speaking of dangerous women, do they get any more dangerous than the First Lady of Hardcore, the legendary LuFisto? We saw her earlier on tonight beat Masha Slamovich. Shayna Baszler beat Thunder Rosa. This one is, it's just going to be a hard-hitting, just smash mouth style. The winner will face Davienne at WreSIMania. See, I made it almost all the way to WreSIMania without accidentally calling it WrestleMania, but here we are. Shayna Baszler, the Queen of Spades. One fall. Baszler has beaten Emerson Jane, Christy Janes, and Thunder Rosa to get to this point. She looked nearly unbeatable in all three of those matches. We'll see if LuFisto can withstand the onslaught of the Queen of Spades, or if Shayna Baszler is a woman of destiny going into WreSIMania and possibly walking out the first ever World Simuladies Champion. She's the last WWE representative in the tournament. A lot of pressure on the shoulders of Shayna Baszler, but Shayna thrives under pressure. She's one of the best big game players in the women's division in any promotion. Here we go. Because now she must face the wounded Owl Ronin, super hardcore anime, the first lady of hardcore, the 25-year pro, LuFisto.
And from the United States of America, Lou Fisher. Oh!
LuFisto making her way to the ring here now. Only 10 women remain in the tournament. With Marti Belle's loss, the NWA is completely eliminated. LuFisto, one of 3 independent wrestlers remaining. I mentioned Baszler, the last from WWE, still standing. You already know that AEW, Impact, Stardom, Tokyo Joshi Pro, and Ice Ribbon will all be represented. 1 wrestler remains from WWE, that's Shayna Baszler. 1 wrestler remains from Seedling, that's Arisa Nakajima. And 2 women from the Independents, that's Viva and LuFisto, who we see in the ring now with Shayna Baszler. Baszler wins the striking contest to start, sending LuFisto to the canvas. Pulls her up, boot to the midsection, DDT right on the logo. Jawbreaker by LuFisto. And a big belly-to-belly suplex. LuFisto keeping it right in the center of the ring. I talked earlier about how there's more give in the center of the ring. Moves still hurt, of course. But the big part is if you keep your opponent in the center of the ring, they can't reach the ropes. They can't reach the ropes. Then they have to actually kick out. Oh, nice spinning head scissor by Baszler. That's not usually an element of her game. But she does have a little bit of a speed advantage over LuFisto here. It'll be interesting to see if she continues to utilize that or if that was just kind of a one-time thing to get out of that particular move. Shot to the midsection. Gut wrench. Suplex. She's going to roll through it. Just raw power from Shayna Baszler. Rolling gut wrench suplexes on LuFisto. But LuFisto now back on her feet, firing off some strikes. Backs Baszler into the corner. Swings her legs around. Hanging neck breaker off the middle rope. LuFisto getting the crowd behind her. The number 46 seed taking on number 94. Shayna Baszler hooks the leg. 1, 2. Shayna manages to kick out. Kick to the leg and then one to the side. Now Baszler with a series of punches and forearms. What's she going for here? Possibly a power bomb. Oh, that's twisting cutter. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Shoulder mounted cutter by Baszler. Not quite enough to keep LuFisto down. Baszler going to the top rope again. This is not her game. She can do it. She just usually doesn't. Almost a little bit of desperation there going for that elbow drop. Going again for the gut wrench. Into the suplex. She's going to roll through just that locomotion to pull off another, just deadlifting her into the gut wrench. But she's going to roll through it into a pin. 1, 2. 2 count only. LuFisto able to get a shoulder up. Shayna Baszler can't believe it. Signaling that the end might be near for LuFisto. Shot to the midsection. Getting up for vertical suplex. No, turning her into the Kirifuda clutch. Going to try and choke her out right here. LuFisto might be able to reach the ropes if she's able to roll slightly to her left. But that move is so painful. Cutting off the flow of blood to the brain while also squeezing the midsection. You saw how Baszler had her legs grapevined around LuFisto's torso. Just adding extra pain. Rip cord clothesline. Oh, but LuFisto fights back. Big leg drop. I thought she was staying down for a pin, but the referee never counted. So LuFisto now is going to take the fight to the arm of Shayna Baszler. Hey, if you can't grab me with a bad arm, you can't put me back in the Kirifuda. LuFisto blows a kiss to the crowd. Does a bow. And then misses the leg drop as Shayna moves. Now Shayna wrenching back on the arm. Oh, then driving it into the canvas. Shayna Baszler. Lateral press here. 1, 2. LuFisto able to kick out. Shayna now heading to the top. What's she going for here? Oh, it doesn't matter because LuFisto just throws her off. Crowd really rallying here behind LuFisto. Pop up for a Samoan drop. No, Shayna escapes. Soul Food catching her right on the jaw. Half crab into the sort of a variation on the crossface. I guess it's more like a camel clutch with a half crab. And LuFisto has no choice but to tap out. And Shayna Baszler is going to WreSIMania. It's going to be Baszler and Davienne at WreSIMania in the quarterfinals of the World Simuladies title tournament. And we've got one more spot in the quarterfinals to fill. And then we will be back on Sunday afternoon. We will find out. We will have 2 new champions, possibly 3, because we will also have the first ever defense of the World Simu8 title. More on the full card still to come. But it is time for our main event to find out who will face Saori Anou at WreSIMania. Shayna Baszler means WWE is not completely eliminated from the tournament, which it looked like they might have been earlier. Here we've got seedlings Arisa Nakajima against Viva Van from the independent circuit. Now that Nakajima is my edit, which is why she doesn't quite look like a regular person. Did the best I could, but I'm just not talented at that sort of thing. Just never have been. And here we go for the main event. Viva Van has victories over Casey Spinelli, Mickie James, and Miu Watanabe to get to this point.
Making her way to the ring from the United States of America, Ben Vixen.
The Hell-Bent Vixen. Viva Van, the big-time wrestling women's champion, the PCW Ultra women's champion, and the future Stars of Wrestling women's champion. 5'5", 110 pounds. She has, like I mentioned, pulled off really only one big upset, and that was the win over Mickie James. She's actually been favored in her other two matches, so she's coming back into this one as an underdog one more time. And the winner of this match will face Saori Anou at WreSIMania. Quite a long entrance here. I think I may have made that comment during her first match tonight. Not any less true now than it was then. Here comes her opponent, number 34 seed, which, crazy as it is to think, making it to the final 8, she would be the third highest seed. So Arisa Nakajima, the last wrestler from Seedling. She is the Seedling Beyond the Sea champion. 5'3", 332 pounds, has victories in this tournament over Lainey Luck, Giselle Shaw, and Tootie Lynn. The match with Shaw was the only upset she's pulled. She has been the favorite in her other 3 matches. So it will be interesting to see if, fighting from in front helps, or if the trend of upsets will continue. 11 matches tonight. 8 of them have been won by the lower seed, including watching number 139, Davienne, make it to the final 8 of this tournament. She shouldn't have even won her qualifier based on her seed. But here she is, going to WreSIMania to face Shayna Baszler. We know Saori Anou will be there, and we are about to find out who her opponent this Sunday afternoon will be. I guess I should say her first opponent, because as we know, somebody's going to have to win 3 matches in a single afternoon to be crowned the first ever World Simu Ladies champion. And there's the bell. Our main event is underway. Viva Van in the black, Arisa Nakajima in the sort of camouflage, pinks and blues and whites. Off the top rope, looking for a big leg drop right off the bat. Is Nakajima looking to put Van away early. 1, 2. 2 count only, as Viva Van is able to kick out. And I mentioned that there have been only 3 matches tonight have been won by the favored wrestler. 2 of them were these 2 women. Viva Van was favored over Miu Watanabe. Arisa Nakajima was favored over Tootie Lynn. Huge clothesline by Van turns Nakajima inside out. And then goes into a heel hook here. I guess almost more of an arm or a knee bar rather. But Nakajima had a loose leg that she was able to just kick Van in the face with. Dropping a knee on the inside of the elbow. A big kick. Now Nakajima back to the top. She's looking for that leg drop again. No, this time going for an elbow. Van rolls out of the way. Now firing off some big strikes, and a drop kick takes Nakajima down. And now a knee drop to the inside of the elbow. Working over the arms of Nakajima here. Van with a series of strikes. Shot to the midsection. And now a suplex, perhaps fisherman suplex. Doesn't bridge into the pin. Rather rolls her over and hooks the leg. 1, 2. Oh, very nearly a 3 count there. I'm honestly a little surprised it got that close. Viva Van surprised it wasn't even closer. Went for the big knee to the jaw, but Nakajima dodges, turns it into a half and half suplex. Dragging Van away from the ropes. Veteran move there from Arisa Nakajima. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. No. Van gets the shoulder up. Nakajima starting to wonder what it's going to take to keep Viva Van down. The hell-bent Vixen, hell-bent on victory here. Kick to the midsection on Nakajima and the big right hand. Go behind possibly an electric chair drop. Now to the top rope goes Van. And my DualSense wireless controller battery level is low as Van hits an elbow drop. It's hoping it can last through the end of the match. 2 count only off the elbow drop. Van going to another corner. Signaling she wants Nakajima on her feet. Discus punch. That's the move that she used earlier to beat Miu Watanabe. 1, 2, 3. And Viva Van is going to WreSIMania. Number 50, Viva Van is your winner.
Here is your winner,
So of the final 8, 2 of them coming from the independent circuit, and then 1 each from AEW, Impact Wrestling, Ice Ribbon, Stardom, TJPW, and the WWE. But it is Viva Van, number 50, getting the win over number 34, Arisa Nakajima. 3 stars for that one. Winning it with the discus punch. So winning 2 matches tonight with that same move. Congratulations to Viva Van, Shayna Baszler, Saori Anou, and Davienne, all clinching spots in the quarterfinals, all going to WreSIMania. Of course, WreSIMania is this Sunday here on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. Just look for Pro Wrestling Simulated wherever you watch streaming stuff. You can probably find us there, except the pay-per-view things, because we're not going to charge you for it. Just come watch the show. It'll be fun. We'll have a good time. I promise. But so we now know not the entire card, because some of it's still a tournament. So we don't know what some of the later matches will be, but we at least know who all is going to WreSIMania. So we know that at WreSIMania, we will have the following 4 quarterfinal matches in this tournament. That's the 100 for the World Simulators title. Shayna Baszler against Davienne, Savannah Evans against Layla Gray, Viva Van against Saori Anou, and Miyu Yamashita against Utami Hayashishita. Then, when having number 1 contender Royal Rumble, the winner of that Rumble will go on to face Royce Chambers for the World Simulate title later on that afternoon. The participants: CM Punk, Braun Breaker, Speedball Mike Bailey, Hechicero, Kai, Edge, Alex Shelley, Malachi Black, Christian Cage, the Axeman Axel Tischer, Austin Theory, Ninja Mac, Homicide, Yamato, Angel de Oro, Niebla Roja, Kazuyuki Fujita, Omos, Hook, Baron Corbin, Mark Haskins, Davey Richards, Roosh, Jimmy Uso, Hayato Tamura, Alec Price, Sting, Noam Dar, Yo, and the only man who was not eliminated from the 500, Masaaki Mochizuki. Again, the winner of that Rumble will go on to face Royce Chambers in the main event. In addition to the tournament for the World Simulators Championship and the World Simulate title match, we will also crown the first ever World Simulate Tag Champions. The semifinals are set. Las Chicas Indomables against the Butcher and the Blade. Violence is Forever against the Motor City Machine Guns. The winners of those 2 matches will square off. The winner will walk away the first ever World Simulate Tag titles. Again, all of that starts at noon Central Time, coming up this Sunday here on Pro Wrestling Simulated. So be sure to set aside some time. I know you're watching a lot of wrestling this weekend. There's a whole lot of it to take in. There's that great Impact show where they're crossing over with New Japan, the Ring of Honor pay-per-view, 2 days of WreSIMania, plus a whole load of stuff from GCW, and pretty much every major independent promotion you can think of is running at least a show this weekend, and every independent wrestler that you like is going to be at one of those shows. Whether you like lucha, whether you like traditional American wrestling, whether you like Japanese puroresu or joshi, it's all out there. Enjoy it. Guys, this is a great weekend to be a wrestling fan. I will see you Sunday afternoon for some simulated wrestling action. You guys have a great weekend.